everyone, I'm Carmen. Welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be working on the 6th class in the beginners series. So we'll be moving at a fairly quick pace and adding on just a couple things here and there. If you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer those. As well, for class today, have a couple blankets and a couple bricks. Okay, so go ahead and gather those things and then let's get to it. Please have a seat. Sit in swastikasana with your legs crossed at the center of the shin bones. Then put the fingertips right on the sides of your hips there on the blankets and roll the shoulders back. Feel how the upper arms turn out. So that means turn your arms, the upper arms, from the inner arm to the outer arm. So it's as if someone were turning that upper arm out. Feel the 2 buttock bones descending down into the blankets. Maintain that and bring the palms together at the center chest. Breathe in and out through the nose and relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Close the eyes. Soften the face. Soften the skin across the brow. Soften the jaw and the tongue. As the outer body relaxes a bit, feel how it helps you to bring your attention inward, in particular towards the rhythm of the breath and the descent of the buttock bones and the release of the legs. Then join me for the sound of Om. Observe how that sound somewhat magnetically draws the attention more and more deeply inside of you. And then release the head down towards the heart center. Surrender there to that quiet space within. And then release the hands with the palms up. Inhale and lift the head with the eyes closed. And then very gently and softly open the eyes. You might notice when the eyes open, just as human beings, we have a tendency to right away go to what's around us, to kind of grasp towards our surroundings with our vision. So instead, even though the eyes open, can you remain aware of the weight in the buttock bones, the release of the legs, the softness across the face and the jaw? Okay, so with that in mind, let's come on up to standing. Set your blankets aside. Bring your feet together and be in Tadasana. Heels down, spread the mounds of the foot. And surrender the shoulders once again away from the ears. So as the heels descend down and the buttock descends to the heels, feel how the crown of the head equally lifts and extends upward And then bring the hands together. Interlock the fingers for Badanguliasana. Press the palms forward. Now again, we're turning the upper arms out. So from the inner arm, this outer arm, this tricep region should descend. Observe how that can help you lift and broaden your collarbones. Keep the elbows straight and stay steady in the legs. Inhale, now come on and lift the arms up. Divide the body from the waist, heels down, side ribs, lift with the arms. But now feel, when you turn those outer upper arms forward in the same direction we've been turning them, right? Observe how that creates space at the base of the neck, right? So the neck doesn't have to clench, but instead you can continually make length through the outer armpits. And then bring the arms forward and change sides with your fingers. Start at shoulder level so you can turn the arms out from there. Pin the outer upper arms in just above your elbows. Work to keep that pinning action. You know, you might find for you, as you begin, the arms might not come all the way overhead if you maintain that pinning action and the turn in your upper arm. That's okay. So you'll find that gradually the body will be willing to open and make space there as you continue with your practice. Breathe in and out through the nose. Lengthen through the outer armpits. Stay connected to the heels and the broadening across the mound of the foot. And then bring the arms forward and down and be in Tadasana once again for a moment. So it's like Tadasana is your home base, where not just the body, but also the mind collects itself, comes back to center. Now to start with today, I'd like you to go ahead and get those 2 bricks. Bring the bricks tall behind you. We're going to start Trikonasana, Uttita Trikonasana, with that lift there. Jump. Now turn the legs to the right. Press the left heel. Lift through the chest and broaden through your arms. Now exhale, come out over the right leg and put the hand on the brick. Even if you don't need it for today, go ahead and place the palm of the hand there on that brick. Press the left heel down. Bear weight in the mound of your right big toe so the kneecaps lift to straight. Strong legs. Now, lengthen the right side of the torso, right? So look to get a little length there, but keep the legs stable. Then, inhale, pull up with the left arm and come on up. Turn the feet forward. Change sides. Right heel down, broaden across the arms, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, Uttita Trikonasana to the left. Place that brick right under your left hand. Right heel down. Bear weight in the mound of your left big toe. So again, pull with that right arm to help broaden across the span of your arms. Keep the kneecaps lifted so the legs are straight. Then any amount, lengthen the left side body from the hip to the armpit. Then lift with that right arm, come back up, turn the feet forward. Take a breath, and with your exhale, jump. Tadasana. Now we're going to do a second time. You can keep those bricks if you need them, or we'll do without, okay? Inhale, jump. So I guess what I mean to say there is I want you to try to do without the bricks, but if you need them, you use them. Come out over that right leg and reach down to grasp right above the ankle and grab on. Then press the left heel down as you reach through your left arm and bear weight in the mound of your right big toe. Keep the kneecaps lifting so the legs are straight, and breathe in and out through the nose. And just concentrate on those strong, steady legs. Then inhale, lift from your left arm, come up, turn the feet forward. Turn the legs to the left, right heel down. Exhale, extend out over the left leg and slide the hand down to just above the ankle and grasp. Really clasp onto your leg there. Now push down into the right heel as you reach up with your right arm. And as well, bear weight in the mound of your left big toe. Lift through the kneecaps so the legs stay firm and straight. And breathe easily in and out through the nose. Then inhale, lift from your right arm, come up. Turn the feet forward, fingertips together, then take a breath. And with your exhale, jump. Tadasana. Set the bricks aside just a little bit. Put them on that medium height just behind your mat. Tadasana. And we're taking Utthita Parasvakonasana. Inhale, jump. Turn the legs to the right. Keep the left heel pressing as you bend your right leg. Bend so that knee forms a 90 degree. Bear weight in the heel. And now bring the right hand down on top of the brick. So the heel of your hand goes right on that medium brick. Left arm up. Press the right leg into the right arm. Weight in the heel. And then exhale, drive the left heel bone also down. Left heel down, left kneecap lifting to straight, even as you bear weight in your right heel also. Now, turn your left palm to face your head. Feel how that turns that upper arm again. Now pull way up with the left arm and exhale, begin to take that arm overhead. Reach through that arm. It does not come in front of your face, but it stays right there by the side of your head, right? Making one long line away from your left heel. Bear weight in both heels so the legs remain very stable and strong beneath you. Then inhale, lift from that left arm, come up. Turn your feet forward. Change sides. Right heel down. Exhale, bend the left leg. Try and get a 90 degree there at your knee. Then left hand down, find that brick, right arm straight up. Bear weight in the left heel so the left arm presses the left, or the left knee presses the left arm. Then exhale and drive the right heel bone down so that right kneecap lifts to straight also. So now both heels bear weight. Turn the right palm in the direction of your head and now pull way up with that right arm. And exhale, take the right arm way overhead. One long line away from the right leg. Bear weight in your two heel bones so the legs stay strong and stable. Then inhale, lift from the right arm, come up. Turn the feet forward. Fingertips touch and exhale, jump. Tadasana. Set the bricks aside. Tadasana. Preparing for Vira 1. Inhale, jump. Bring the hands to the waist. Now we're going to take Vira 1 a little further today. Turn the back foot, the left foot in, turn the right leg out. Turn yourself to the right. Press that back heel, roll the shoulders back and exhale, turn the chest, mound the right big toe down. Inner left knee very lifted and straight. Roll the shoulders back and lift the chest. Even feel that as your chest pulls forward and up, your gaze is slightly forward and up. Now, inhale, exhale, bend the right leg to a square. Keep the inner left knee lifted. Turn your chest towards the right. Now inhale, straighten the right leg. Turn the feet forward. Change sides, turn to the left. Bear weight on the back right heel, inner knee very, very straight, and turn the chest to your left. So your right inner knee lifts and is very, very straight. Roll the shoulders towards the elbows so your center chest lifts forward and up at that same angle as the back leg, and let your gaze be also rising there. Then exhale, bend the left leg to a square, weight in the heel. Again, turn the chest to the left, right inner knee, very, very straight. Breathe, strong, stable legs. Inhale, lift the left leg to straight. Turn your feet forward, arms wide. Fingers together, take a breath. Exhale, jump. Tadasana. And do that again. Jump. Turn your legs to the right. Be sure you keep your distance there, right? Meaning the distance between your feet. Otherwise, when you bend, you won't get that full bend, right? Left heel down, turn the chest. Inner left knee very, very straight. Inhale. Exhale, bend, and again, turn the chest towards the right. Inner left knee very straight. Feel how that right heel bone bears weight. Breathe in and out through the nose. Then inhale, lift the right leg to straight. Turn the feet forward. Change sides. Stabilize that back right leg first. Turn the chest to the left, mound to the left big toe down. Now keep that inner upper right knee squeezing to straight. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left leg. Turn the chest to the left again. Weight in the left heel. Keep the inner upper right knee lifted and straight. Breathe. Then inhale, straighten the front leg. Turn your feet forward, arms wide. Fingers together, take a breath. Exhale, jump. Tadasana. Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, jump. So warrior 2, warrior 1, and then warrior 2. Right? So kneecaps lift. Turn your feet to the right. Bear weight in your left heel. Broaden across the arms so the shoulders release away from the ears. Inhale and exhale, bend that right leg to a square, knee back, left heel down, broaden across the arms. Keep looking forward for now. Then pull with that left arm to straighten the right leg. Turn the feet forward. Change sides. Don't worry. I know eventually the gaze does move, and we'll do that on the next round. Right heel down, inhale. And then with your exhale, bend the left leg. Roll the left knee back towards the wall behind you and press the right heel down, right thigh back as you broaden across the arms. Shoulders away from the ears. Legs strong and stable beneath you. Then pull with the right arm to straighten the left leg. Turn your feet forward. Fingertips touch and exhale, jump. Tadasana. So each time you come to Tadasana, effort to make it active, not a rest. But Tadasana is interesting because the more active you make the legs, the greater rest you will have in your chest, in your heart, in your lungs, in the inner organs, even in the brain. Otherwise, if we just go kind of, oh, I need a break, the upper body and those organs aren't supported. So rely on your legs for that support. Virabhadrasana 2 again. Inhale, jump. Turn to the right. Exhale, bend. Stand in the 2 heels. Broaden the chest. Now keep the left arm reaching. And exhale, turn your gaze. Keep the left arm reaching and begin to look out over your right fingertips. See that that palm points down. Keep the chest lifted, even the chin lifted a little. Then pull with the left arm, straighten the right leg, look forward. Change sides. Bend the left leg. Left heel down, right heel down, broaden the chest. Feel how stable the legs are, so you're supported from beneath. Keep the right arm reaching, the right shoulder relaxed, and turn the gaze to look down over the left fingertips. Then pull with your right arm to straighten the left leg. Turn the feet forward. Fingertips together. Inhale. Jump with your exhale. Tadasana. Parsvottanasana. So this one isn't quite as wide. Go ahead and jump. Hands to your waist. So feet are more like under your wrists now. Hands to your waist. Roll the shoulders towards the elbows. Heels down. So the tailbone is in. And you get length on the frontal body. Now, we turn the legs to the right like Vira 1. Now, up until last class, we were just straight legs here. We're going to stay straight legs, but left heel down, turn the chest, mound to the right big toe down. So left heel down, mound to the right big toe down. Keep the chest turning to your right. Roll the shoulders to the elbows so the chest can lift and the frontal body's long. Inhale. Now with your exhale, you're going to begin to come forward. Now as you do, press the left heel down so the buttock flows down to that heel. Press the mound of your right big toe down so your outer right hip hugs towards the midline. Keeping both legs active, come about halfway down. Then inhale, come up. Turn your feet forward. So what you may find, go to the other side. When you begin to do this and when you begin to take the upper body forward, what most of us find is the legs do less. And it's like every inch you move forward, the legs have to adjust and almost work harder or differently, right? So differently but the same, right? Press the right heel, shoulders back, mound to the left big toe as you turn your chest so the outer hips firm. Inhale. Now as you come forward, notice what happens in the back leg. It gets light and your front leg gets heavy. So push the back heel down, mound to your left big toe down, so that the two legs continue to work evenly, sharing the weight of the trunk of the body. Come about halfway so the spine gets more parallel with the ground. Then back heel down, inhale, come up. Turn your feet forward. Arms wide, fingertips touch, take a breath and jump. So now, heels down, knees lift so the thighs are back. The tailbone is in. We're going to do that again. Jump. Parsvottanasana, hands to the waist, shoulders back. Turn yourself to the right. Inhale, and with your exhale, lengthen the frontal body forward, but back heel stays down. outer hips stay firm. Keep your gaze out in front of your mat a little bit. Then inhale, come up. Change sides. Inhale, and with your exhale, come forward. Keep the outer hips firming to the midline. Keep the gaze out in front of your mat a little. So it's like the chest is trying to pull forward away from the hips. Then back heel down, inhale, come up. Turn your feet forward. Take a breath and exhale, jump. Tadasana. Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, jump. So this one, the feet are quite wide, right? Really wide out there. Hands to the waist, heels down. Roll the shoulders back and spread across the mounds of the foot. Lift the chest. So again, the frontal spine, this whole portion of the body from your pubis to the top of the chest, you want to feel that's long. Now inhale, keep the heels down as you begin to come forward. Chest keeps pulling forward. Gaze keeps pulling forward. Heels stay down. Bring the hands right under your shoulders and now shift the weight a little bit towards the mounds of the foot so that the entire foot shares the weight. Not just the heels, not just the mounds of the foot, but even out the weight there. So that the outer ankle hugs in and there's a lift in your inner legs. As if you're zipping up your inner ankles towards your inner thighs. Then bring the hands to the waist, bear weight in the heels, buttock down as you inhale and come up. Arms wide. Fingers together, take a breath and exhale, jump. Tadasana. We're coming to Vajrasana. So get your 2 blankets, open one up, and lay it out on the floor. So just, open it halfway. Take the other blanket, open it just into a square like that. Knees together, feet together. Bring that blanket behind your knees. Come to the crown of the head and tuck the blanket right behind the knee joint. So you want to be a little forward in the hips so that the back of your knee softens as you place that blanket. And then sit back, buttock towards the heels. So observe how that blanket helps to almost kind of massage the hamstrings, the calf, and release and relax the legs. Rest there for a moment. Descending the buttock flesh down, descending the buttock bones down towards the heels. Roll the shoulders back to lift here in the center chest. Again, breathe in and out through the nose. Now, again, interlock the fingers and turn the palms forward. Shoulder level. Turn those upper arms out and pin right above your elbows. Now keep that and begin to pull the arms up and away from the waist. Keep the buttock flesh descending. Relax the abdomen and elongate through the trunk of the body and through the outer arms. Keep those upper arms turning forward, right? So the base of the neck can be relaxed. And arms forward and down. Change the crossing of the fingers. So when we're standing, and the arms are like this, they call that Badanguliasana. But when you're sitting, it's called Parvatasana. It doesn't matter too much. You don't have to know the names, but sometimes it helps. Lengthen, 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 just so you know what people are talking about. And take the arms forward and down. Now we're going to come up and just move the blankets aside. And we're going to sit in Dandasana. Now, when you do that, I've said before, you can have a blanket to sit on. If it feels like the legs just pull you back, you need a blanket or 2 under your buttock. Just have it if you need it. But in any case, hands beside the hips, roll the flesh of the buttock towards your heels and push the heels away to begin. You see my feet are very, very flexed. Then spread the mounds of the foot so the kneecaps lift to take the front thighs down towards the ground. So when that happens, right, you spread the mounds of the foot, you get this opportunity to lift the chest. Have the hands right beside you and turn those upper arms out. Now again, squeeze right above the elbows there, that outer upper arm, the triceps, squeeze the triceps to straight. So as the arms turn out and you squeeze the triceps to straight, can you see how that lifts my chest? I want you to experience that as well. Then release, lie on your back. With the knees bent initially, push the heels down and away so the low back gets length. The low back will come to the ground, and that's correct. Right? Now, take your hands to the sides of your mat and grab on. Now again, turn that upper arm out. You'll feel it kind of tuck beneath you. And when it does, pull the mat like you're trying to pull it to the side. And observe how then the collarbones and front chest can broaden. Keep the neck relaxed. If the chin lifts a lot, you just put a pillow, a blanket under your head. Then push through the right heel to straighten the right leg. Push the heel. Now push the left heel to straighten the left leg. Now flow the buttocks to the heel. Now hear how that is similar to what you just did in Dandasana, right? When you were sitting. Both poses start the same. You push the buttock to the heels. Then spread the mounds of the foot away from you and press them away. Feel how that takes your front thigh down towards the back thigh, towards the floor. So the legs become very active once again. Now keep the left leg doing just that and hug the right leg in towards you. Right leg relaxes a good deal, but the left leg works. Then change sides. So go back to both legs straight, mounds of the foot away, left leg in. Right leg works, left leg relaxes. Then release that and hug both legs in. Shin bones pull straight down. Relax the groins, inner groins, frontal groins. Breathe into the sides of the body so you can feel the back kind of spread there against the earth. Abdomen softens and deflates. Then put both feet flat on the floor. I failed to mention when we started that you should have a strap. Okay, so hopefully you have a strap. Get that. Right, so once you get a strap, join me again here lying back on the mat. Now we're going to do this two different ways. Just have a long strap to begin with, okay? And you hug your legs in again. So we're taking Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. It's just legs up at a 90 degree. We're going to start with a strap just above your heels and the elbows on the ground so that I can again turn my upper arms out and kind of roll the shoulders back. So hopefully you can see somewhat on me, but more importantly, I hope you feel in your own body how that helps the chest broaden and stay lifted. Now I keep my upper arms down and I push the heels straight up at a 90 degree. Buttock flows to the heels as the heels push away, but I keep my upper arms back, right? I keep the chest lifted. Then spread the mounds of the foot towards the ceiling. So the mounds of the foot lift a little higher than the heels. The kneecaps shrug up and straighten right there above my kneecaps. And I'm kind of in the same position, right, as I was in when we did Dandasana, right, when we were seated, with the exception maybe your arms would be there, right? But the upper arms are doing the same thing. They're turning out. Relax the abdomen, allowing it to fall back towards the earth. Then again, hug the legs in. Now just quickly, you can put the feet down, but make a loop in your strap. Take that loop strap, it gives you handles now. You put both loops just above your heels. You can start with the elbows down. But now when you straighten the legs, the arms also straighten somewhat. But you see I have a little bend there. And that little bend keeps those upper arms turning out and my shoulder blades on my back. Flow the buttock into the heels. So the fleshy part of the buttock flows upward. I can feel the tailbone flows upward a little. Then spread the mounds of the foot to press away. The kneecaps lift. And just like when we're seated on the earth, right? My front thighs are pressing away from me towards the back thighs. Breathe into the side body as if the side body were spreading out there against the earth. And then release and hug the legs in again. Now go ahead and release that. Roll onto your side, come up. You can set the strap aside. And please get one brick. We're going to take Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, and we're going to add on to that a little bit today. So get your one brick. We're working with it on the flat setting, right? So there's low, medium, high. Okay, we're keeping it on low and we're keeping it wide beneath our backs or beneath the sacrum, really. Knees are bent, heels down. Now, before we ever do anything, take a hold of your mat again. So be in the center and pull out so you can turn the upper arm bones out. And you can get that buoyancy, that lift there in the chest once again. Now, I've found the brick. Push the heels down and roll the buttock towards the back of the knees. Imagine your tailbones being lifted to the ceiling as you lift your hips up. Abdomen relaxed. Now take that brick wide and on the lowest setting, roll the buttock away from your lower back and set your hips down on that brick. So now you should feel it's in the lower part of the buttocks supporting your sacral region, right, the back of the pelvis, and low enough that you can even feel that your tailbone is somewhat above that brick. Now again, arms to the sides, turn the arms out. None of this is new if you've done this series at all. Inner heel bones down, hips rested on the brick, abdomen soft, chest lifted. Breathe into the side body and keep working those upper arm bones more and more so that you feel this center part of the sternum is lifting and broadening, so the center chest is quite spacious. Now, from there, push one heel forward to straighten one leg. I don't care which one. Push the buttock to that heel. Then join the other leg. Push the heel away. So both heels press away. Arms pull to the side so your chest is lifted. Now, begin to spread the mounds of the foot to press away beyond your heels a little bit so that your kneecaps lift. The front thigh descends towards the back thigh. The tailbone is in and the chest gets even more lift. As you pull the mat wide, observe how the thick back ribs and that musculature there in the middle of the back hugs in to help you lift the center chest. Keep the neck relaxed. Keep the abdomen relaxed. Breathe. Then bend one leg and then the other. To come out, press the heels and roll the flesh of the buttock first to the back of the knees, then tailbone to the ceiling to lift the hips. Move the brick. Keep the low back long, so it's like you're coming down from the top of the spine all the way down until your hips set down. Take a couple breaths there. Then turn yourself onto your side, press the floor away, come up. Sit again with your legs crossed. So I would more call this Sukhasana or Swastikasana, feet under your knees. Take a brick, turn it on tall. If you need to, you could have 2 bricks and you could stack them up if necessary. I'm going to turn to the side so you see what I mean. Okay. Doesn't matter how much height you need here or want here, just have some height. The outer hips stay down and you walk your hands forward to rest your head. Breathe into the back body. Relax the legs. If you want to come lower, you can, but don't make it a strain for your body. Keep the abdomen soft. Keep your chest broad. Let the head rest right on the center of the forehead. Push the floor away, come up. To change the crossing of your legs, straighten the legs. And then cross in the other crossing. Have a brick, come forward. Let the center forehead rest. Let the outer hips descend. Relax the legs. Don't go so far that you strain yourself. It's weird because we think that is moving forward. We think we're pushing ourselves. It's a very kind of, it's an aggressive way to work. And if you're gentle with your practice, gentle doesn't mean complacent or sloppy. It just, in this case, means, I guess, mindful. But be mindful. Don't strain yourself, and then the body will be a little bit more receptive. If we strain, the body tends to harden. It becomes sore. It's not like a little soreness isn't fine. But, you don't want your body to resent you, and then you don't want to do the next day's practice. Be gentle. Be kind to yourself. Now we're going to take Viparita Karani with a chair. So I'm using a folding chair. And I'm even putting a blanket on it just for comfort because the chair's cold. It can be useful to put another blanket down there behind you in case you need it for your head. But in any case now, lie back, bring the back of your knees right to the front edge of that chair seat, but then let your hips move far enough away from the chair that it will sort of feel like your legs are being really gently pulled away from you. You see, if I get too close, there's like this cramped up feeling. You just have to kind of get a feel for that. So there's a lengthening going on, in particular in your waist and in your lower back. If the chin lifts a lot like this, just take a blanket, put it under your head, so that the occipital ridge, this bone at the base of your skull, pulls back. So that then hopefully you can see the forehead descends to the chin descends to the chest. What that does is it allows your gaze to flow and turn inward. So it allows the eyes to flow downward as you close them towards your center chest. Turn your arms out again and then let the arms rest there at your sides. Relax the legs completely. Observe the region of the groins, particularly the frontal groin and your inner groins. Be aware of that region so that it can soften completely. Abdomen relaxing completely. So, a mindful and good yoga practice, or asana practice really, is as much about learning to surrender as it is learning how to be strong or learning how to hold yourself well. But learning how to skillfully let go is equally important. And the work primarily that I am teaching on this channel primarily is asana. So it's different than the word yoga as a whole. The word yoga encapsulates many things, namely moral codes, yamas and niyamas, and then they talk about asana and the importance of moving the body, which is what we're learning here. But yoga also encompasses pranayama, breath control, pratyahara, which is learning to control the senses, dharana, which is concentration, dhyana, which is meditation, and samadhi, which is considered to be freedom or enlightenment even. You can think of samadhi as just being very, very present all the time. So asana is just a step in yoga. It's one of the limbs, they call those things. They call them the 8 limbs. But it's an important step, and it's, such a useful step, right? Because it helps us be free in our body. And it can be really beneficial and therapeutic. Now we're going to go right from here into Shavasana. So just step your legs off the chair and slide your legs under that chair. So you don't have to move a whole lot. Keep the low back long, like the chair has helped you with. Push the heels away and then relax the legs. If you're using a chair with, legs like this that are kind of close together, like mine, you might even see that the legs stabilize and support your outer shins. So see if you can take the legs wide enough, as long as it's not extreme, so that when you push through your heels, your outer shins are supported there by the inner legs of the chair, and then relax the legs. And you'll feel that it's almost like your legs are being cradled, allowing the thighs and the groins to achieve a greater sense of surrender. Look for that for a moment. And be here in Shavasana, which is final resting pose. It also translates as corpse pose. So, not to be morbid, right? But really what that's indicating is a pose of complete surrender. Really letting go and being willing to let go of everything in your life just for a few minutes. whatever is going on, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever. Don't worry about it for a little bit. Even if there's things that really require your attention right now, they'll be there when you're done with Shavasana. But just be willing to set your day aside so you can notice the breath, so you can notice the stable earth beneath you. So you can notice this ability to surrender from inside and let go into what is for just right now. Notice the space inside of the mouth. Notice the space between the upper teeth and the lower teeth. Let even the tongue relax inside of the mouth. Then bring the hands to rest on the frontal body. Let your next inhale be a little bit deeper. Now remember that chair is there. Gently, slowly bend your left leg, bend your right leg, and roll yourself onto the right hand side. You can use your right arm to support your head. Use your left hand, push the floor away. Come on back up to sitting. And that's all for today. Namaskar. See you next time.